Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see in this game, we've got Captain Insano playing the Tier 10 US, what I call heavy battleship, Vermont. Matchmaking? Well, matchmaking is good. It's not all Tier 10. There are some Tier 9s and 8s, and I'm just going to go in here because update 10.5 introduced a bug where these things will not stay set for replays. They stay set in the game, no problem at all there. But when I want to run replays, if I want these things to be active, I have to go in and reset them each time. That's one of the two irritating bugs that I know of, and there may be more. The other, of course, is the torpedo bug, has a DD main that really strikes at the heart of what I enjoy about this game, and I find it very frustrating to have to choose between maneuvering the destroyer or counting on my torpedoes to go where they want. I know, and I have seen a couple of things on the Wargaming forums, the warships forums, from presumably battleship players saying, oh, it's no big deal, leave it the way that it is. But I'm pretty sure that if those people were told that battleships' shells are going to land to the left or the right of where they're aiming, uh, based on whether or not they happen to be turning, they would probably be a little bit disappointed that the bug has lasted so long and been kind of ignored as well. Now, having said all of that, this game was sent to me, well, a little while ago. I've been exceptionally busy, which means that I haven't had a chance to look at this, but I did not want the 10.6 update to mean that I could no longer watch this, because I could. I have the machines to do it, but I don't disconnect one and keep it from updating in order to be able to run older replays. So I just recorded the replays while I was doing other things, mostly working. And this is the first opportunity I've had to sit and take a look at a few of them and comment. So that's what I'm doing now. You can see that the friendly Izumo, well, he took a pretty big shot there early. I'm guessing from Montana, but I guess it could have been either the Montana or the GK over there. Matchmaking? Matchmaking is pretty good. There's only one DD per side. Yes, there's a CV, but I think really the bigger threat is, generally speaking, going to be a destroyer. Now, the fact that the Charlie Cap is turning red is a really good reason for Captain Insano to be turning around right now. I have a dog. I, for years, have had three, but I'm down to one at this point. But we are dog sitting. That's sitting. So I've got two dogs, and I had a little, what I'm calling my grand dog, just came to say hello to me. Oh, nice shot. Now, if you're not familiar with the Vermont, seems unlikely, but if you're not, these shells are monstrous, and they can do tremendous damage. Is Cap going to go nose into this island here? I hope not. Nah, he's going to be able to miss the island. Just barely, but he'll miss it. And I have a feeling that Cleveland is not long for this world. If those shells connect, that might be it for the Cleveland. Yeah, they're that big. It's kind of like firing Volkswagen Beetles. Well, 3 overpins means the Cleveland survived the encounter, but it's pretty banged up. So who's next? Moskva? Yeah, you can see Cleveland definitely got hurt. Maybe this will finish Cleveland. We'll see. Cleveland, I think, probably trying to outrun the shells and get behind the island now. But if those shells land home, Not good. No, one pen, that's it. Meanwhile, Z46 pushed up, secured the Charlie cap. Good on you. And was it the Otago and Jutland went to the Bravo cap and secured that. So the bad guys actually have a roughly 90-point lead at this stage of the game. And that's primarily on the back of the Izumo having been sunk. He got smacked around early. You can see that he was facing almost due south when he was sunk. Presumably the red team just focused him till he was gone. The other Vermont on the team finishes off the enemy Mogami. Broadside Veneto. Really probably going to... Whoa, he got really lucky there. Veneto probably thought, well, I'll smoke up. But he's got a Cleveland right there. So you can't have those big shells that you have in the Veneto and count on smoke to keep you out of sight. Because as soon as you fire, you know, your bloom even in smoke. Makes it easy for people to see it. Moskva, looks like he's going to turn broadside. Or close to it. No, he's turning back the other way now. Still. One pen and one over pen. Pretty decent damage. And it looks like Cap is going to lick this window here for a minute. Yeah, just get the gun swung around. Friendlies are in the Bravo cap, contesting that. The Jutland's all the way over at A. And the CV, along with the Chapayev, are definitely a threat for him, but the bad guys have quite a bit over there. And with the loss of the Bismarck, it's the Chapayev who's nose in to basically the entire group of red ships, Montana, Hakuryu, Smolensk, and the GK. I don't see how Chappie survives this. Hindenburg's already running. It's probably smart. Jutland's about to secure the A cap, but Yoshino and Z46 are going to get the B cap. So the good guys have Bravo and Charlie. It looks like the bad guys are going to pick up Alpha. And Chappie, did he beach himself? Is that why he stopped there? No, he's going around the end. I'll be shocked if the Chappie gets out of there alive. I guess it's possible, but it's a whole lot of shells over there, plus a CV. So, taking a look at the board, we got 14 shells on target for almost 42,000 damage. One of them a Citadel shot. 3 decaps. But it looks like the bad guys will probably end up taking the Charlie cap. There are 2 of them in there now. But though they're going to get the cap,
My feedback off.
though they're going to get the cap, it's very likely that they're going to pay a very heavy price for that here. Well, knocked out a gun, but I have a feeling it was probably just instantly repaired, and Cleveland is in big trouble. He's got Otago pushing one side. And, well, we'll see how this goes. 2 cruisers and a Vermont against a Cleveland and Otago, and Iowa, a Moskva, and there's a DeGrossa back there somewhere. Yeah, Cleveland's taking fire now. So that's got to be the Moskva that's firing across like that. Down goes Cleveland. The good guys have lost 5 ships now, and the bad guys have only lost 1. The bad guys now have 2 cap to 1 advantage. And there's the Veneto. Not quite broadside, but enough for this to really hurt. Yeah, that's I'd say that counts as a really hurt shot. 23k damage. And Veneto's going to smoke up, but if he fires, he's going to be visible for a while, and he did. So Chapayev can get shells on him if he will dare to do that. And this Cleveland, this has to be a blap right here. I don't see any way this Cleveland survives this. Yeah, that's that. Meanwhile, Veneto takes out the Chapayev. Good guys are now down 6 ships. Bad guys are only down. I make that 7 ships. Bad guys only 2. And I'll be right back.
Enemy cruiser foundered. The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Well, I watched that, but I was very sorry to not be able to comment on it. That was fun to watch that cruiser explode. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I had to take that call, but that was fun. So what's going on here? It looks to me is that Cap is basically slowing their push. And the Veneto is, again, he's just really not showing any respect at all. I don't think he's angled enough here. He's angling in now. That's probably going to help. But these big shells, yeah, that's what happens. The Yoshino getting torps away. I'm hoping he's got the torps going for the Iowa there. That's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, I'd keep the guns on this side. Got to be careful here. Iowa's guns can really hurt at this range. Now, Cap's going to spin around and try and smash the Veneto again. Yeah, easy to armchair quarterback, but that does give a full broadside to the Iowa. There's another big hit on Veneto. And it looks like Cap intends to just completely turn around and run right at him. Bully for you, Cap. If you can make this work, that's pretty heroic. Just over 37,000 HP left. The Veneto is going to burn down. That leaves just the Iowa. The Yoshino goes down behind Cap. 781 to 373. Cap's sitting at almost 139k damage with 2 ships sunk. Now, if Cap stays angled here, the Iowa shells will bounce. Oh, he should just fire right now. That'll finish him off. Now it's just the Moskva. Oh, this is a lot closer than it had any right to be. That's three ships sunk by Cap, and the Moskva's, well, he's angling. We'll see how much good that does him. He may be trying to ram. No, he would have been smart to try to ram, but instead he's going to show broadside to Cap at point blank range, and he's no doubt going to die here. Yeah, that's that. 3 citadels. Cap's at 182,000 plus with 4 kills now. The good guys have 3 ships. The bad guys only have 2. Yeah, this game has a whole new complexion. Now the good guys still have roughly 80 points to make up, and the bad guys have 2 caps, so that's going to get bigger. You can see Cap has asked the Midway to run south and try and help with the Alpha Cap. Lion is presumably running that way full speed. And our hero here, he's got to get in the Charlie Cap. Now the Vermont is not known for its speed, but my hat's off to Cap for turning that way, because if nothing else, he can stop the points from accumulating. And he's got a lot of range, so if any red ship gets detected, there's the De Grossa. I'd start spinning the guns back around that way right now. I think Cap might be typing or something here, but doesn't have to cap this. He just has to stop their points from accumulating. I mean, it's great if he can cap it. This might really hurt. He's flat broadside to that De Grossa if this was aimed well. No, this must have landed a little high. How's he going to do against the De Grossa? Nice shot. First volley is very effective. Now I think I would probably run the south side of this just to keep peppering that guy, because between Cap and the CV they might finish him, but maybe Cap's concern here is getting sunk. If he gets sunk, his team loses for sure. So this may be the smart play right here, to run to the north side, stay out of sight. Wow, the Lion's got shots on the broadside Hakuryu over there. You can see in the chat box, yeah, the good guys are a little irritated that the Lion hasn't got his guns aimed that way at this point. If they sink the CV, this game gets a little bit easier to win, despite the disparity in points. But Lion has to get in that cap. I'm not seeing the indicator on. Okay, just dropped a little bit on Hakuryu over there, but he's not taking very much damage. I would say the Lion is not doing a very good job. Maybe he'll blap him here. Maybe, no. Hakuryu is, well, he's spotted again there. And the Lion's banged up. You can see Hakuryu's got the torpedoes coming in. This might be it for the Lion. But maybe between the Lion and the Midway, they can finish off the Hakuryu. Yeah, Cap has a moment of optimism here. Sometimes that can be very painful. Sitting over 200,000 damage with 4 ships sunk. Cap is looking for that De Grossa. I expect it to come from the gap between those islands to the left end of the screen, the very left. Myself. We'll see. The Hakuryu does finish off the Lion, but the Lion also finishes off the Hakuryu, so as it stands right now, the good guys still have a chance. But I think that's going to hinge really more than anything on whether the Midway can get in that cap and stop those points. You can see Cap saying the same thing there in the chat box. And there's the De Grossa. And in just over a minute, the good guys should have this one. I can't imagine the De Grossa finishing up Cap and the Vermont as long as Cap stays angled here. And I'm sure he will. 50 seconds to go. We're going to see the points flip the other way before the time runs out. Boy, it doesn't get much closer than this. Great job, Cap. A really strong game, man. That's solid damage. 4 ships sunk. I doubt you're going to sink this guy before this is over, but really good game. And your team played fairly well, which is always a wonderful thing when you're playing in a random match. Thanks for sending the replay in. I really appreciate it. Those of you joining me here, hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. That helps me out very much. And I will see you next time.